In the days when nations stood like mountains and leaders were pillars in the sight of their people, there arose a young man named Eliakim. He was born in a small village by the river, in a land rich with forests, mountains, and streams of gold hidden beneath the soil. His parents taught him from childhood that the earth beneath his feet was not merely soil. It was the inheritance of his ancestors, bought with the sweat, blood, and prayers of those who came before him. Eliakim grew in wisdom and skill. Though his hands were calloused from working the land, his heart was soft toward the cries of the poor, and his mind was sharp to discern truth from lies. The elders of his village saw in him the mark of a leader and entrusted him to represent their community in the council of the province. Over time, Eliakim's voice was heard beyond the province. The people saw his honesty, his fear of God, and his refusal to show favoritism. He judged every case with fairness, whether the matter came from his own kin or from strangers. No bribe could bend his heart, for he treasured righteousness more than silver, and integrity more than gold. When the time came that the land needed a new leader to guide the whole country, the people and elders appointed Eliakim as chief servant, the one the world would call prime minister. They placed on his shoulders the weight of their trust, and the nation looked to him as a shepherd looks after his flock. But with great power came great temptation. Messengers from far-off kingdoms came with soft voices and smiling faces. They carried papers that promised wealth beyond measure. Only a signature was needed. "Sign here," they urged, "and your nation will have riches, roads, and treasures. You will be praised as the man who brought prosperity to your land." Yet Eliakim remembered the law of God. "Woe to those who sell the land of their fathers, for they sell the future of their children." He knew that these contracts, dressed in fine words, were chains in disguise. Once signed, they would give away not only the land, but the gold beneath it, the waters above it, and the rights of his own people. Foreign hands would reap the harvest, and his own countrymen would labor for crumbs. One night, Eliakim sat alone in prayer. His heart was heavy, for the pressure was great. But then he remembered Moses, who, though raised in the palace of Egypt, never forgot he was an Israelite. Moses could have enjoyed the riches of Pharaoh's court, yet he chose to suffer with his people, to lead them out of bondage toward the land God had promised. Eliakim lifted his face and prayed, "Lord, you who gave me birth in this land, you who placed me here not by chance but by your will, keep me from the love of money and the pride of power. Let me fear only you. Teach me to protect the inheritance you have given my people, so that generations yet unborn may bless your name." The next day, the foreign envoys returned, expecting his seal on the contract. But Eliakim stood before them, tall and unshaken. "This land," he said, "was not given to me by men but by God. It is not mine to sell, nor to trade for gold that will vanish like smoke. My people's rights are not for sale, and our birthright will not be bargained away. Leave in peace, for your offer has no place in this house." The envoys left. Their smiles turned to frowns. But the people rejoiced, for they saw a leader who feared God more than he feared losing wealth. And Eliakim continued to lead with justice, never showing favoritism, never appointing relatives for gain, never bowing to the love of money. Years later, when his time as leader ended, the elders blessed him, saying, "You have kept the inheritance safe. You have honored your birthright. You have left a legacy that cannot be measured in silver or gold, but in the freedom of our children and the dignity of our people." Moral: a leader's crown is not made of gold, but of trust. Whoever is appointed to lead must remember their birthright, fear God, and guard the inheritance of their people. For wealth fades, but righteousness endures forever. Leaders may rise and fall, but the land and people remain. Stand for truth, protect your birthright, and fear God above all. For when we lead with righteousness, we leave a legacy that no foreign hand can take away, a blessing for our children and our children's children. Thank you for watching and for walking this journey with me. If this story inspired you, please like, share, and subscribe for more messages that build hope and truth. Together, let us raise a generation of leaders who fear God, protect their people, and guard the birthright of our land. God bless you.